to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
This what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And today we're on with Dr. Mario McCoy, an awesome man that's been blessed and fortunate to achieve some really neat things. And I'm so thankful to have him on this episode. So first, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles.
Oh, no problem, good brother. Appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. Well, let's dive into it. I know off air, we talked a little bit about your journey, but if you don't mind sharing, that journey with the audience and to let them know about, who you are and what it is you do.
No problem, man. Greetings and good vibes, all everybody that's listening. Dr. Mario McCoy, CEO, founder, taxpayer of Incomparable Watches. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, one of the most segregated cities in the whole entire country. We talked about that off air. I'm a serial entrepreneur with over 20 years of expertise, merging entrepreneurship and education. We talked about the doctorate previously. I have an EDD from University of Southern California, and my whole entrepreneurship experience leading up to owning my own watch company just included marketing, business, supply chain management, product development, visual representation, digital media, and all those other aspects that have culminated into what we see today. So that's a bit about myself.
That's good stuff. So what are three things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
One is being a college dropout turned doctor. Coming from where I'm from, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we didn't have the representatives from your respective universities that came in with the polos on, or they gave the school or higher education representation that spoke highly of said culture. It was more so where I was from. If you went to specific high schools for sports, you already were engaged in what could be in that lifestyle, and none of that entailed staying in the Wisconsin region unless you went to the University of Wisconsin, home of the Badgers, and that's about an hour and some change away, from where I'm from. I would say taking a leap of faith to starting Incomparable here in Texas. That would be a second thing. If the most perfect time to start a business is yesterday, right? And taking a passion to address the problem of a lack of cultural representation and integration just in the jewelry and watch sector, period. When I started Incomparable, it was less than 20 Black-owned watch brands just throughout the country. And this is like pre-pandemic and all of that. And with the pandemic, everybody really got to look in themselves and really find their passions and what their purposes were, and really get accustomed to not really going back to work, right? So we started Incomparable a little bit before that. So, it was just more so seeing how that area, jewelry and watches and investing, all that's grown. That's a big piece. And third, really being a proud father. I have a almost 5-year-old little boy that's developing his own personality and is very, very, very smart and quick and witty. And it's just amazing to see how genes really play a role in things that kids like. Like he doesn't leave the house without a watch. Like he'll probably take mine or his mom's or just something just so he can have, just because. And that's not something that was, ingrained in him. It just, he saw it, he liked it, and we got videos of him all across the house. So, he's the reason why Incomparable has a heartbeat and why we're able to make the global impact that we're making. So, in no particular order, those are the three things that I'm most proud of.
It's good stuff right there.
Appreciate you.
So just, listen to you talk about your journey, the things that you're proud of, things that you accomplished in your life. I will consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
Failure. Honestly, failure. you don't achieve success without it, and you don't appreciate success without failure. You think about I know I'm probably dating myself to a lot of your listeners, but I was an avid Michael Jordan fan growing up. Matter of fact, my mom got me the Wilson Michael Jordan watch with the genuine leather when he was in the '87 dunk contest on the cover and whatnot with his signature, and the ball acted as a second marker. But I say that to say I follow how many years he lost to the Pistons, 3 years straight. So we talk about the 6 rings, but every time he faced the Pistons in, 88, 89, 90, it wasn't sweet for him. So you had to make sure that he bulked up in the weight room. He had to develop more of an arsenal, to his game, because once you meet that wall, you can bust through the wall or find a way to work around the wall or for you to be successful. And being able to see how he pretty much manipulated and infiltrated the Pistons, not only as a team, but as an organization to sweep them to all of a sudden to be, 6-0 in the finals. He had to go through that failure first. And, as an individual, like I mentioned previously, being a college dropout turned doctor, I was a person where I was always smart, where I put my mind to it as far as going to school, achieving the education, all that good stuff. Because, my mom raised me in a single parent household, and the easiest ways to high success from a Black man is to put it in a book. I always grew up knowing that, right? But I realized that when I dropped out, because I wasn't focused when I first went to college, right? I wanted to be grown. I wanted to pay my own bills and all of that. And I quickly realized with finances and having to file bankruptcy and rebuilding your credit and having to move out and move back and pretty much start your life over, because not only are you taking a hit financially, your pride is taking a hit because you got to go back home and you seeing all your friends that you went to school with graduate or get dope jobs, and I had to start all over pretty much 4 years later. So, and all of that failure culminated to, struggling in the classroom, still building up businesses and still working 2 jobs and going to school. So now that you see the professional makeup, that is, my quote unquote building resume and incomparable, like that's what defines success in me, failure.
I love it. I love the analogy that you gave with it. Of course, we all love MJ.
Oh man.
But I mean, you can apply that to any aspect or anything in your life. You gotta have those failures, so okay, hey, don't do that.
Right.
You gotta have those failures so that that when you achieve that success, you truly are grateful for it, and you truly appreciate it. And you know what it's taken for you to be broken down before you got to this point. And so
definitely.
Man, I love that. I love how you said that. But before we get off, if you don't mind sharing with the audience where they can follow you and check you out and show you some love with all the amazing things you have going on.
Oh man, definitely, good brother. You can find our company Incomparable at pretty much every single online social media platform at Be Incomparable. That's BENCMPRBL. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's TikTok, that's Pinterest for all my folks that can shop on Pinterest. So incomparable.com is going to be the website where you're able to find out all things men's women's collection, get to know my story a bit, and just stay connected that way. We're making a global impact on the globe, and inspiring the masses. Don't be regular, be incomparable.
Love it. Well, again, thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it, and I wish you continued success.
Big love. Appreciate you, good brother, for the platform.
Yes, sir. Well, Thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.